Hello, myself Deepak. In my previous video, we have seen how we can add a record, whatever you have entered in these user in these fields. If you want to add those things in an Excel sheet here, how we do that, I have explained in my previous video. If you want to see that video, I have kept the link in description. Please have a look. Now, in this video, we'll see once the record is added, then how to find a particular record. Fine. Now, for that, of course, the record which you have to find with some value. Now, I'm taking this case with the help of employee code. Okay. Now, if we see normal find method under Excel sheet, we can see with the help of Control F, we have this dialog box, and with the help of this find dialog box, you can find the particular value. That value is in which particular cell. Okay. Now, under Visual Basic, VBA of this Excel, will you can say you will call that dialog itself, and with the help of that dialog box, you're finding your values. Okay. Now I have created this button. The name of this button you can see under properties is search. Okay, let's double click, go to its scoring. Fine. Now under the search button, under its click event, we have few codes which will execute once the button is clicked. So what I have done in here, I have defined a variable EMP code as range type. Why? Because I'm using here one method find, and this find method returns the result in a range format. That's why. Fine. Now I have created few objects like this text box. The name of this text box is EMP code. This option button, the name is like full time and so on. What I am doing in first go, if something is written already present in those text box on those options button, then clear all the previous data. Fine. And to be more safer, and so that my code should run in each and every scenario, I have done this thing also, that I'm checking that whether the employee code is null with the help of this and with the help of this, that whatever you have in employee code, you have taken that value with the help of length method, you're checking that the length is 0. Okay. And then with the help of is numeric, this function is numeric emp code value, you're checking if that has a numeric value or not. If that is not as numeric and nothing is there, then you are displaying this message. Okay. Else, now as I defined range, sorry, emp code as range type, so you have to declare that variable in this particular format, like set emp code is equal to now range a comma colon a. Why? Now I am searching a particular value with the help of which text employee code. Now if I go to my sheet, Excel sheet, you can see my employee code are under column A. Fine. That's why here I mentioned range a colon a dot find method. Let's remove this thing right now. Now, now you can see under find you have many arguments. Only the first argument what is required, else are optional. It's based on your situation, or you can whether you want to give or not. However, please remember one thing: if you do not give the optional arguments, like what are after sorry, first option is required, then other like after looking, these are optional. If you don't define these variables, sorry, these arguments, then it will work as per their default way. Okay, now how to define like what I want to search with the help of employee code. So I'm the emp code dot value. That's all. However, please note that as I not defined any other arguments, so what happened, all those arguments will work as per their default. Fine. Now let's see one thing. Go to back to Excel, Control Alt F. Let me change this look in value from values to formulas. And then let's just close this. Now if I once again click on Control F, you can see the look in value is still formulas because we have changed previously. So now take an example, you want to find this particular employee code in that sheet in values only, not in formulas. Now what happened if you execute this code right now without mentioning anything else, then as per my previous, that the looking value is formulas, it will look this employee code value under formulas only. But here you want to find it in where, in values. So there will be a problem. So it is better to define that particular argument also. Now if you want to define that argument, so comma in this particular way, then you have after. After is basically this argument, you can say this is the cell number you want, which you want to ignore it, you can say. Basically that means after after which cell you want to search the things. Now you don't want to give this, you want to give look in. So once again you have to press comma, then here Excel values. Fine. Similarly, comma, you have look at. Look at basically you want to look for complete text should be matched or partially it can be matched. So I say Excel whole, say for example. Fine. Comma, search order, like you want to search the things in which order, by rows, by columns. Search direction can be next or previous. Match case, true or false. Like if you see here, control F, this is search order, this is match case. Okay, this is look in. Now one more thing you have to remember when you're giving defining argument in this particular way. Okay, you have to define arguments as per their places. Now if I remove this comma, now what happened, this Excel values becomes value for which kind of argument, after. Now it will create an issue. Fine. So you have to be make sure that you're defining the arguments in their own correct places if you're defining arguments in this particular way. However, if you define arguments like this, like what colon is equal to this, emp code dot value, I want to search for this, comma, look in colon equal to Excel values or Excel formulas where you want to look that value. I want to look that value in values like this. Now it will be working fine. No need to define the arguments as per their positions. Now after this, what I'm doing, I'm checking if employee code is nothing. Now, if whatever you're searching, something is in this, in employee code, okay, then what to do? And if nothing is there, now if record is not found, then employee code will be nothing. So I'm checking that if employee code is nothing, then show a message record not found, else do this thing. Now for now you can ignore this code because this is, I have making one technique for update, because in update also you know that you have to first search the record and then you can only update. So for now, you can remove this, or you can say you can ignore this line. Now, in next line, what we are doing, we have defined a variable this as in global. If you see above, I've defined these variable as in above as integer type as in global variable, so that I can use this variable anywhere. Now, what I'm doing, I'm storing whatever the record you found, wherever you the record you found, that row number. So now, for example, let me run it. I say employee code 2. I click on search. Now you get the first record. Fine. And what is the record number? Sorry, what is the row number? It's 3. If you see, it's 3. Now, in this variable, 3 will be stored. Then what I'm doing, under employee name value, under this text box whose name is EMP name, what I'm doing, I'm taking the value from this Excel sheet employee details from this cell. Now, of course, you know that cell has two parameters. One is row number and another is column. So what I'm doing, I'm saying sheet. If you see this sheet, the name of the sheet is employee details, and cell I have mentioned 3 comma 2. So 3 comma 2 becomes 3 becomes this, 2 becomes this. So take this value and put that value under this text box. Fine. Similarly for others, the only way for this option buttons, what I'm doing is first I'm putting the text, I'm taking the value from this cell, that is 3 comma 4, that is from here, putting that value under one variable which I have defined as string type, as in global variable, and then checking that if this EMP type is equal to this full time, then this option button should be checked. Else, if it's part time, then this option button be checked, and so on. Clear? Now let's run it. Now, if I do not enter anything, I click on search. It show me this message. If I press Q, a corrector, it show me this message. If I press 5, which record is not there, it says record not found. If I say 1 and click on search, it founds the record, but it founds only the first record. However, you can see that you have more than one record where you have employee code 1. Fine. Now, how to find more than multiple records or multiple values, you can say, we'll see in my next video. Okay, one more thing I want to show you, like we have this one, two, like 1, 3, 1, 4. We don't have any 1. Now go to Visual Basic, go to search. Here you can say comma look at is equal to Excel part. Now see what happened. Even you don't have any 1, employee code 1, but you have mentioned here EMP1 and click on search. It display the result of this employee code whose employee code is 11. If you see employee name, employee department name, okay, employment type, and country type. Why this is because you have said that you have to look the value partially. But if you mention here Excel whole, then what happened? Now you press 1 here and click on search. It says record not found. Fine. Okay. So as I told you, in my next video, we will see how we can find multiple records. I hope this video is this concept is clear to you. If you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Take care. Goodbye.